We live right
Yeah,
now?
we're live, yes.
Oh, okay. Gotta let me know we're live.
I
All
said
right. What's up, everybody? My bad. What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 3 of State of the Arts. I am the one and only Cedric712, and I am here with.
I guess I gotta say the one and only, What up, Tree?
Thank you, thank you. Thank you everyone for joining us. Shout out Jet Camp in the audience right now. Thank everybody for tuning in, and yeah, let's get right into it. It's been hectic. There's been a lot going on these last couple weekends. This last month has been insane. Um, Tampa Beat Weekend, 2 weekends, big W, big W. I think they did a pretty good job this year for Tampa Beat Weekend. The 9 year anniversary,
9
nine
years,
years.
yes.
Wait, no, 9 years of Beats and Chill. Is it nine
Oh
years of
yeah, yeah.
Tampa
Nine
Beat
nine
too?
years of beats and chill. I think this
Okay,
is
okay,
maybe like the fourth or fifth, like Tampa Beat Weekend itself.
okay. And then shout out to Jet Camp because I saw Jet Camp all throughout Tampa Beat Weekend. Like everywhere I turned, Jet Camp was just there. So shout out to him. But yeah, man, it was a really good time. So they cracked it off with the beat battle at the Bricks. Salute to Kay Dank. She took home the $1,000 grand prize. She
Wow.
definitely did her thing. I wanted to shout out Valentino. I think it was Valentino the 13th. He was the runner-up, and he definitely did his thing. I have not heard of him until this beat battle. I'm not gonna lie. I usually skip the beat battles for a Tampa Beat Weekend, but this is my first time going in quite a long time, and I'm very glad that I did. Like it was definitely. I think it might be my favorite event from the whole weekend. I'm not gonna lie. From like out of all Tampa Beat Weekend, I think the beat battle is my favorite week or my favorite event. So shout out to the beat battle, and then we had the art show or the artist show at Crowbar. That's when Monae Marleau performed her new album. Oh, shout out Glitch. Shout out Glitch. You know what? You're right, Jay. Can't fake you. Shout out to Delete Glitch. We actually ended up following him around for the night. Filmed a vlog that is on the way of Glitch throughout the night. He ended up going against K Dank in the second round, and like it's the evil world we live in, because they are locked in, they are homies, and Glitch was happy that if he had to lose to anyone, he was like, I'm glad I had to be K Dank. Like he like gracefully bowed out. I think that it was just a very rough round, but Glitch did his thing though. Glitch got a lot of love, so shout out to Glitch. Thank you for that, Jet Camp. So then that was Saturday, and then was that Saturday or Friday? I don't remember what day
Friday.
that was.
That was Friday.
That was Friday.
Friday
So
was the
then
beat battle, yeah.
Saturday was okay. Then Saturday was Crowbar. That's when Monet performed her album.
Actually, wait, is that right? I thought Sunday was. Wasn't that show on Sunday? I thought the
Was
Monet
it?
show was
What
on
day was
Sunday.
it?
I was gonna say yes.
Man.
It's been a hectic couple of weeks for us. Okay, yes. Saturday was the battle, the beat battle, and then Sunday was the show at Crowbar. Because I remember the show being on
Okay, so
Sunday for
Saturday and
sure.
Sunday. Okay,
Right,
cool, cool,
right,
cool.
right, 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 right.
Okay, you're right. Cause I would remember I wasn't stressed getting off work going to the show on Friday. Cause I love Friday events, but getting off work, having to go home, change, and then slide somewhere till like 2 a.m. is a lot.
That's
So
funny.
Saturday was the beat battle, and then Sunday was the show at Crowbar. Um, I think is his name Joda? It's not Jada. Is
Jada,
it Jada?
Jada,
What is
Jada, Jada.
Jada? Okay, I want to make sure I pronounce it right. I was gonna say it, but I didn't know. Jada. That was my first time seeing him live, and man, he killed it. I had to dap him up when he got off stage. Um, I was very impressed. I'm not very familiar with St. Pete artists. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. I've been very locked in with Tampa for a lot of
I'm gonna
years,
say you not
but I have
tapped
not really explored St.
in.
Pete.
Come
I'm
on, get
not
across
tapped
the
into St. Pete. I
bridge,
am not.
man.
And that's the thing. So Valentino was in St. Pete, and then Jada's St. Pete. Like I just had no idea, but he came with it that night, and then Monet Marleau shut it down at the end of the night with the live band. Shout out to AJ. AJ was in the band too. He did his thing. I saw him back there. It was really dope, man. So that was weekend one, and then weekend two. Oh wait, hold on. Back to weekend one. There was a guy who was out back. I forgot the name of his food truck, but he had like the shrimp crab sandwich that was crazy. So that was delicious. I don't know your name. I'm sorry, I forgot your name. Whoever you were back, it was like King Crab, King whatever it was. Fire. In the second
Oh my
weekend,
gosh.
I was gonna say second weekend we had um oh the second weekend we had the live show at the New World Brewery,
Hmm.
and that's where Adia performed her whole album live. And then we had Mikey was there, we had Gats there. We've been posting a whole bunch of clips of that lately. We just posted a recap for all that kind of stuff. That was a phenomenal event. I really enjoyed it. It was cool to see the city come out, catch a vibe. A lot of familiar faces, I'd say, but it was nice to see Mikey. I haven't heard Mikey's name in a couple of years. I'm not gonna lie, but it was really good to see Mikey outside hitting the stage. And then the second night was Samba at Velvet
Samba.
Gypsy,
My birthday too.
and
Let me throw that one in
and hey, happy birthday to Dree. Happy birthday to you. Yeah, so the Samba birthday that we had, that was a great time. Samba's at Velvet Gypsy. I tell Mila all the time, like Samba at Velvet is like chef's kiss, but unfortunately, they shut that down a little bit early because they were like,
Shut that shit
cops
down.
came shut it down. It was like 1:30, 1 o'clock, and they came and shut it down. And I know I've heard off and on like throughout the Sambas at Velvet that there've been issues with noise complaints and all that kind of stuff. And I don't know what they're gonna do. I know they gotta find a different venue. I don't know if they can keep doing it at Velvet, but there's not a
Yeah.
lot of venues for her to like choose from, unfortunately. Like, I feel like all the venues are dead in Tampa.
They really are, and I love a Velvet Gypsy samba, and I may be biased because I live down the street from Velvet Gypsy, so I literally just I'm done getting ready, I hop and I slide there. But yeah, I really feel like what makes samba so special is like that intimate setting. You know what I mean? Like, so I really hope that she can recreate what she's done at Velvet Gypsy somewhere else, wherever that may be. But like I was saying
Yeah.
to you yesterday, I feel like she's done so much with Samba. She pulls the city. Well, let me not say the city, but our community, I guess, our artistic community. She pulls us out every month. You know what I mean? So I feel
Yeah.
that she has some pull. So she better start tapping in with all her connections, and see where she can do it next. But you know, I really like that vibe. So anywhere bigger, I'm concerned. You know what I mean? Anywhere that doesn't have drinks flowing, I'm concerned. You know what I mean? So there are a lot of things that I feel like make a samba a samba. So I really hope that she can, come out unscathed by this by moving it. You know what I mean? So I'm crossing my
Yeah.
fingers
I
because I
know,
love a samba night.
but I know she tried Crowbar and Hotel Haya. There's been a couple there. It doesn't really hit the same as a Velvet Samba. Um, would she be in the wrong if she tried to take it over the bridge to St. Pete?
Yes. She wouldn't be wrong, but it definitely won't be as many people. I definitely,
True. I think she's
you
built
know,
for in
no
Tampa.
one, no one likes to drive across the bridge.
True, especially till 2 o'clock in the morning and have to get all the way home. Yeah, that'd be a lot. That'd be a lot. But yeah, there's just no real venues in Tampa that I can think of. I know. Yeah, I think she had higher hopes for the Crowbar show, but I know they were trying to get her to get people off the stage. Like, only she was the only DJ and one other person, or if you're not working, only
No,
photographers on stage, kind of thing. Like, you couldn't bring the girls up, you couldn't bring anybody up to be entourage behind the DJs.
I see.
So yeah, Crowbar wasn't really the vibe, but I don't know. Wherever she takes it, like, I really hope she can find a new spot that like matches that energy of Velvet, because no pressure, but Velvet Sambas are that's peak right there.
They really are, but I mean, she says she has some places in mind, so I know that she knows what makes a good samba. So I'm hoping that
That's
she,
true.
like I said, can find another place, one that's not too far out of the way. And obviously, I love a Hotel Haya samba. It was nice, but it's too big. It was too big, and it felt more like rave type vibes, even though it wasn't a rave or like EDM music. But you know what I mean? Just like big.
Yeah,
Like I don't know if like I'm
yeah,
familiar, but like I also felt like there were less people dancing. It was more like kind of standing around hanging out.
yeah. And I think that's kind of the vibe of Samba, because I was just watching not too long ago. But when you have the Boiler Room videos, everyone's like going crazy, turning up, dancing, da da da. Like those are good vibes, but I think samba samba is something different than that. Like it's a party, but then it's also just like a kickback, and it's
Right.
also just like a vibe to catch. So like, no matter what you're doing, if you just came to chill or you want to dance all night, you can do whatever you want to do. Versus like a boiler room, I feel like if you're not moving and dancing at a boiler room, like you're just the odd person out. But with samba, you don't have that pressure. You can just come check, catch a vibe, just chill out and relax. And I think it's a very unique experience at samba. It really is.
Yeah.
How about Armature Works? Is that not an event space? Um, I think Armature Works is an event space. I think the two things I would be, I know they have a club. We talked about this. They have a club on the top.
Right.
It could be
Ember.
expensive. Bird, yeah, Bird. And then I don't know what their hours are either. I don't know how late they can be open or what that kind of stuff looks like. But it could be dope. I feel like Armature Works is a very dope location. Even outside at Armature Works would be cool because they have a giant patio where they have the Red Bull events and everything like that. Imagine if, oh, that would be fire if she like could set up out there with the DJ booth. That could be something. That could be
Oh
something. Yeah, so
Lord,
okay,
that
great,
sounds
okay,
like a lot. That sounds like a
okay.
lot of work. That sounds like
It's,
permits. That sounds
it
like
sounds like a
a
budget. It
lot.
does sound like a
That sounds
budget.
like a lot.
That sounds like a big
It would
budget.
be.
But no,
It would be
Armature Works,
fire though. It would be fire though.
that could be something. That could be something. But yeah, but speaking of locations, the next day they did a samba pool party at Hotel Alba, I believe it was called. Hotel
Alba, yeah.
Alba. I went. I'm not even gonna lie. I stayed for like maybe half an hour, and I had to go home because I was exhausted. I was so exhausted, man. It was so. It was like two back-to-back weekends on a long week in the middle, and I was just like, I gotta go. But from when I was there, it was pretty cool. It was pretty chill. There were people popped out for samba, and there was like the guests from the hotel were outside as well. So yeah, the vintage shops out there, a couple of bars and everything. So it was a cool vibe. Shout out to Donia. Donia was out there spinning. And then DJ Koo went on, and then after DJ Koo, I kind of dipped. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, man, there was just so much happening for a Tampa Beat weekend. I think like it just I don't want to say it dragged, but I think it was just a lot for people to get to that last day, that last event, and by that time it was just like everyone's like, all right, I'm good. Especially after a late night samba, like everyone's hungover
Yeah.
the next day. I was talking to a couple of different people, and everyone's like, yo, man, like last night was just too much. Like I can't like trying to bounce back and like rally for today. It was a lot because
That's
that pool
funny.
party started like early too.
Like 4 o'clock. Was it like? I think it was like
That's
four
early.
o'clock.
That's early. I
Well,
didn't wake
I'm.
up till like 12.
Oh my gosh. Well, that's why I feel like it was at 4 o'clock because she knew people would be hungover. Usually, like a pool party starts at like 12 to. Yeah, I don't think anyone was making that.
That was a lot. That was a lot. But so I mean that was 2 weekends though. I can say it was action packed, a whole bunch of stuff going on. So yeah, shout out to Tampa Beat Weekend. Shout out to Beats and Chill. I think I did the thing for the 9 year, and we're excited for the 10 year. We're definitely excited for the 10 year. Actually, oh yeah, I forgot. Sorry, I wanted to throw this out there too because Beats and Chill did announce their what's it called? Beats and Chill Live. Is that what it
Hmm.
is?
Their
So they're doing
monthly
Beats and Chill Live. They
residency.
started. Yeah, they're doing a monthly residency at the Bricks. What was the first event? Because I know I saw you like send the flyer and stuff. Do you remember what it was? The first event?
Done it. It's next week, ain't it?
I know, but what is it? Do you know? Do you know what it is or no?
Oh, okay, yeah. So it is the monthly residency, as said, just mentioned. It is hosted by Jay Brown. This year's gonna be hosted by Jay Brown. They do have a residency band, the band, and that's Johnny Champagne's band, right? I want to
That
say,
is, I
yeah.
believe so.
And then there will be a live performance by Jordan Patrick. He'll be performing Slide live for the very first time. I know y'all been hearing that song literally everywhere. And then Beats and Chill is actually doing a pop up. So they'll be selling merch. They'll be selling vinyl records, video games, like a whole bunch of stuff. So
Mm.
they mentioned that every month it'll be like different sort of experiences and things like that. So I am excited to see kind of what they pull out. I do think that we don't really have a lot of consecutive events or anything that we can rely on monthly except Samba. Sometimes weekends go by and I'm like, what am I doing this weekend? Like, I haven't seen a flyer for anything. Like, what am I doing? Am I staying home? So it is nice that it's something that we can count on. We know all the homies are gonna be there, that sort of thing. I'm really hoping though that people come out and support, and that it stays free. I hope it stays free.
That part. Yeah, because no, it'll add up. But I think this will also give them a good rollout into the next year's Beats and Chill event for a Tampa Beat Weekend, because it'll continue to show venues what they can bring in, the crowd they can bring in, the stuff they can put together, the connections that they have. So I am looking forward to it.
Right.
I think Jay Brown's gonna be a really good host. I think Jay Brown usually has good energy. You know what I mean? When he's on a microphone, he has that stage presence. And he did perform at the Beat Battle when the Beat Battle was done. Man, talk about energy on a stage. And then also it was fire because for a lot of local artists, sometimes when they rap songs, people don't really know the words to the song, but people were literally screaming Jay Brown lyrics as he was rapping, and it was one of the most fire things I've ever seen. I'm not gonna lie. So I'm excited to see Jay Brown get in this hosting
Okay.
bag and see what that's gonna be like. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
that's cool.
excited to see that. I'm very excited to see that.
Yeah, I'm excited
And
to
then
see
you
that too.
mentioned,
Oh, go ahead.
no, I was gonna say you mentioned they're gonna have vinyl there.
Yes.
I was gonna say vinyl is making a very big comeback. This year so far, they have sold over $1.8 billion in vinyl records.
Are
This
you
is the
for real?
biggest year for vinyl records. Yes, $1.8 billion in vinyl records. And this is the biggest year for vinyl records since the 80s.
Why
So,
though? Like
well, first
people have
question.
been like I feel like it's like a cool thing now. You'd have your vinyl records, but like why this
It
year out of all
is,
years? I feel like the
I
vinyl
don't
thing like
know.
came back like a couple of years ago. Why just this year?
I think it's been adding up and now it's becoming more of a thing. And I think more
Okay.
artists are realizing it. So more artists are offering vinyls.
Okay.
Because I know, so this year I did buy the Frank Ocean vinyl because he just released Channel Orange. He did a re-release for it, and I bought that vinyl. Um, Indio, she released some vinyls. If you haven't got the pre-sale for Indio's vinyls,
Adia. Formerly
Adia's
known as
vinyls,
Indio. Formerly known,
formerly known as
y'all.
Indio. Sorry. So Adia just released her vinyls, her pre-sale. We bought a couple of those, but I think people are just seeing that it's possible for them to make finals,
All right.
because Gats even sent out an email to his fan blast, and it said, if y'all can buy enough on Bandcamp, like I'll be able to print vinyls. And then that brought me to Quay, who just released his album on a USB card. So I think it's really interesting how physical media is like making a very big comeback right now, and
Right.
like artists are taking back control of what they're selling. So I don't know. I think it's in between like just a cool thing to do and also artists just being like, you know what, like this is my shit and I want to sell it how I want to sell it.
Yeah, I love having tangible stuff. Like I also have a They Hate Change vinyl that I probably paid or played like once or
Do you
twice.
really?
Yeah, let me see if let me pull it out. Let me pull it out. I'll be right back.
All right, you gotta definitely get them to sign it. I think the thing about vinyls, like what makes it so cool, especially if it's people that you know, like artists that you know, or like artists that you really fuck with, is like, oh my god, I have this thing. So I have a Dochi vinyl. I have a Dochi
Do you?
vinyl.
But what
They
I
hate shit. I
love
do. I gotta
about
like
the
get up and
They
get it.
Hate Change vinyl is it's clear.
Oh, that's fire.
Yeah, I thought that was cool.
That's
You got yours signed? That's not fair.
They hate change vinyl sign. I was just about to say like you should get they hate change to sign the vinyl. I was gonna try to get my Dochi vinyl, but I gotta like get up and do a whole bunch of stuff.
And then of
But
course we have
my
Pilot Waves. This one we got signed. Shout out Record
that's
Store
fire.
Day for what was that
Shout out Pilot
420 like
Waves.
two years ago?
Yeah, sorry
Or was
Pilot
that
Waves.
was
That
that
did not
this
turn
year?
out how we wanted it to.
There's no way
No,
that
that
was
was like
this year.
that was 2 years ago.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Well,
that was
yes,
like 2 years ago.
I love a vinyl. I won't play it, but I
Yeah,
love it.
I got a pretty massive vinyl collect. Not massive. I got a mediocre vinyl collection. Um, but yeah, I just think it's so much fun. I really do. Especially, it's like something that you have that no one can ever take away, right? Because that's the thing with streaming. Like, you never own it actually. Because if someone takes a project off DSPs, like it's just gone.
Yes,
And
actually, I was looking for a project by a girl named Virgo from South Florida, and I played this shit to death. I want to say like 3 years ago, and like I just randomly went into like an old Spotify playlist and tried to play it, and it's just like skipping songs because they're just no longer on Spotify, and I'm like, God damn it.
Yeah, and that brings me back to the burning CDs era. I guess I'm old, but we used to like burn CDs of like all the mix of the different songs. But bro, it was just like you had those songs that was in your CD. That's all you had, but you had it though. Like no one could ever take those CDs away. Like no one could like take it down from a streaming platform. Like it was just yours to have. So that's the way I look at vinyl, and I was like, this would be like if the apocalypse happens and like internet is gone. I have these music items that I can, like.
That's what you're worried about in the apocalypse.
You have to have music in the apocalypse. Like you have to.
Oh my god.
You have
okay.
to. So as long as we can find power, get a generator or something, I got a record player. We could spin some records. We could vibe out while the world is burning. But I think that's what it's about, though. I think it's just to have it, because one of my favorite projects of all time is not on streaming, and it's the Dom Kennedy Yellow album. That album is so phenomenal, and I wish I could just go on Spotify and play it, man. But that breaks my heart.
I don't even have a physical. Do you have a physical CD?
No, I don't have nothing. I have nothing of it. If I want to listen to it, I have to go to YouTube and like play the YouTube video. But it's just like I wish I could have that tangible Dom Kennedy. He never released it ever, but it's just like. I know there was a lot of sample issues, everything else, so he couldn't really get it on streaming platforms because it was never cleared. So it was like mixtape, like it wasn't like an album.
Was that the issue? That was the problem.
That was the issue. There's just a lot of samples on there that he can't get cleared. So he was just like, forget it. Like I'm just leaving it alone. But yeah, man, that's one of my favorite albums of all time. Like that album changed my life. That's true blog era right there.
I need an interview. I'm trying to get down with you. That was my shit, okay?
Yes, man. Dom was a legend and still is, and I think he needs to drop something. I'm looking for some new Dom soon. I know he didn't, like, after Nip passed and everything, he kinda disappeared, and like understandably so, because like Dom's always just been like a regular ass dude. Like he don't care about the glitz and glamour kind of thing. He just makes his music, pops up when it's time to make music, and then disappears after that. But I think it's time for some new Dom Kennedy. I really do. I really think we're in for some new Dom Kennedy. I think he was on the Smokers tour at the beginning of this year with Earl. Yeah, man, I need some new Dom Kennedy for sure. But yeah, like I said, Quay released his album on USB sticks. Are we interviewing Quay later? Is that a thing?
Yes, it's supposed to be. We need to lock that in. Once we lock that in, we'll let y'all know though.
Okay, I want to know though, because I'm trying to get into his mindset. I think it's really dope that he's doing that, but I think it's like a gift and a curse, right? Because you get to control it, you can sell it, you get all the money from it, but also you're limiting the people who can listen to your music. So like you have to, personally, I feel like you already have to have that fan base and say like, if you know who I am, then you would buy this music. But if there's someone who's never heard of you before or whatever, what's the likelihood of them like paying this money to get this USB from you to listen to your music?
Well, that's why I feel like the singles are important. The singles were released on Spotify, right? Just not the whole album?
That's a great question. I don't know. I remember him previewing songs, but I don't know if it was released on Spotify or not. Hold on, opening my Spotify right now. I'm gonna find out.
But I also feel like Quay's good at sort of building up momentum. You know what I mean? I feel like he's very good at teasing things and making people like be on the lookout for stuff. So I just feel like if you're gonna go his route, you gotta be good at marketing too. You know what I mean? Like you can't slack on the marketing and then expect people to buy the project. You gotta he literally has like 5 reels a day. You know what I mean? Like he goes hard. He had some visuals for it as well before it dropped. He built buzz. Like that's why I feel like he could. He's one of the few artists that can do something like that. at least at this level. You know what I mean? I don't necessarily consider him like some mainstream, like main, poppin' artist. He has motion,
So
but he's
he did drop 2 singles on
okay.
Spotify. He
Okay.
did.
So yeah, so I feel like you gotta give people a little something. You gotta give them a little taste, just not the whole thing. So I feel like the way he did it.
Yeah, yeah.
What? What's wrong? What's wrong with that?
He says someone had the file, blessed me. Taking off the internet, tried for you. Someone had the file and blessed me. Okay, okay. So that was a different thing, but I'm not gonna lie. There was a homie who was like, "Yo, did you buy the Quay album?" And he was like, "Yo, if you did, let me get the MP3s off that, man, please." And it's just like, I feel like people are gonna find a way around it to not have to do that, because it's like, you want to hear the music, but you want to pay for the music. So it's like that fine line of, am I paying my money for this? And I guess it depends on how much you fucked with the artist. I guess that's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
Or how interested you are. But if you hear an artist on like Instagram, right, you come across an ad and you're just scrolling and the song pops up, and then you're like, oh, I want to listen to this on Spotify, and you can't do it, and you have to click on it to buy an album. Like, I feel like that conversion would be difficult for an artist, like, in my opinion, because I already don't click to go to a YouTube video. Like, I don't do that. If I says a full link on, like, I'm not doing that. But
Dang
if
it,
they're
Ted!
like,
That's why people don't watch our YouTube video.
I know you gotta put it there because some people may do it. Some people may do it. I'm just not one of those people. Like, if I'm scrolling and they're like,
Damn.
"Oh yeah, go to YouTube," like, I don't do it. But I'm
Dang.
also not going to a link. Like, if I'm not going to a link to then go buy your album if I don't know who you are.
Yeah. I definitely
So
see that. I definitely see that.
I don't know. It's rough, but I can say I am excited to hear the project, and hopefully we do get a chance to sit down and talk to him about that, because I really think that this is a new way for a lot of artists. Delete Glitch, he just dropped his him from the Three. They just dropped their album, and they released it on Bandcamp. And I know Gas has been using Bandcamp for a while, and Stoney used Bandcamp too. Like, that was the only way to get access to these projects. I like Bandcamp too. I do. I think that's a really dope way to support artists, and I I think at a certain point there was a lot of, I think trying to get signed was like the really big thing, and then like there was a conversation, oh, sign versus independent, da da da. But now I think like independent is, like, yes, it's technically default because you're not signed, but I think people don't care to be signed anymore. Like, I feel like it's just about, if you can build your ecosystem as an artist, right? If you can build your fans, you can get your merch off, you can get your clothing, you can get your USB music, your albums and everything, your Bandcamp links. Like, you don't need anything else if you can really build that yourself. So I think it's really
Yeah.
fire that they're like taking that power back, that control back.
I also feel like labels don't do shit anymore. Like, I feel like the purpose of
Nothing but
being
money.
signed
Nothing
is
but money.
like, like really, it's working on your stage presence. It's learning how to talk to press and like shit like that. And they don't do that anymore. Like, I feel like those are like the main key points of like being signed. And the labels just don't care. They let you go to jail and then they sell the fuck out of your music. You know what I mean? They don't care. They don't care about you at all.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, yeah, they let you go to the jail or they let you die, and they profit out of music. Like, there is no. Okay, there is some in between. Like, it's not that extreme all the time. But to be fair, and like J Cam Stamp, there are some indie labels. He said indie labels like POW, put on
Yeah.
underground artists. I'm not familiar.
That's where Chester's
But they're
signed and Kent.
okay. Okay, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Where are they based out of? How? Do you know?
I don't know. I thought the main guy, what is his name? Waste Passion Jeff. I don't know. Jit probably knows. I think he's in LA. I want to say.
Okay. But you see, I think that's important, like having those indie labels. But I think that's the biggest difference is budget and like the money they can offer you up front.
Right.
Because like, hate to talk about him, but Boston Richie. When Boston Richie was like independent, he was making a move, got signed to Future, gone. Like, it was just almost instant, right? Because Future was able to put the money behind it, grab this artist, put him here, do that. And I think that's the benefit of a major label, or I don't say signing to a major artist because I hate when people sign a major artist. I don't think that's a good a good thing to do.
It's
I feel like
not
a lot of people
always the
sign with
best
major
thing.
artists and it just
No.
goes downhill. Yeah.
Yep.
Um, was there? I'm trying to think of like an example of someone who signed to a bigger artist recently, more so than in the past. Because you had Kanye signing to Jay, like that kind of stuff worked out. But like recently, I would say Don Toliver signing to Travis. But I don't think. Do you think Travis helped Don Toliver a lot, or do you think Don Toliver was still going to be Don Toliver without
Don
Travis?
Toliver's still gonna be Don Toliver. I love me some Don
That's
Toliver
what
now.
I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking too. Like I was like, like I guess it helped being on Cactus, but like I think Don Toliver would have still been Don Toliver regardless.
I think so too.
Um, and then you got Gunna and Thug. That's the whole thing.
Oh hell,
And
it's
Izzo.
not even
Blah, 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 blah. But yeah,
Atlanta.
I was gonna say I don't think it benefits an artist to sign to another artist.
No, I don't think it is, especially when that artist that they signed to is still trying to make music themselves. You know what I mean? I feel like that's only okay if that main artist is like sort of retired. They're focused on the new artist that they sign, and not just like, okay, let me bring him in because he's got some motion, and then like they do nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They give them nothing. That's when I feel bad. Like, damn, should have stayed in the hood.
Yeah, and it's hard. It's hard though, cause you like Drake and Party Next Door, and also Majid Jordan on OVO. Majid Jordan was super fire. They signed on OVO, kind of fell off, like disappeared. Party kind of did the same, but then I'd also say artists like I was just thinking about one before I said Party. Baby Keem, Kendrick, PG Lang. Oh, I was gonna say Dreamville. I think that's a little bit different situation because I feel like J. Cole set up the label well and like I wouldn't say he stepped away from the operations of it, but like he wasn't the one trying to call all the shots. Like he had Eve, he had other people in those positions to take care of all that stuff. And it was like, y'all do y'all thing. Like, I don't know. I felt like that was different. Why does Dreamville feel different, like signing to an artist? Or do you feel like that just sign to J. Cole if you're on Dreamville?
I don't know. I feel like J. Cole is one of those artists that doesn't really like he still feels humble. You know what I mean? Like I feel like he's actually trying to. You don't think so?
I don't know.
Oh, we know him personally?
I don't know him personally. I think. You know what? I'll give it to you. I digress. You got it. Go ahead.
I mean, okay, compared to most. Come on now.
J. Cole from being on Rock Nation and putting his whole crew and himself even more, starting his own label. Okay, he did put more people on, and I think I feel like who's the second biggest person on Dreamville? Would it be Boss? Oh, besides Jid. Jid now.
I was about to say
Jid is his own monster. But besides Jid, before Jid happened, who would it be? Would it have been Boss or Kaz or like? I don't think anyone else really popped off of Dreamville. Like they were the entourage around.
I was like, give me the roster because I don't know at this point who's part of what. I have absolutely no clue.
It was Boss. It was Kaz. It was We got Jid, Boss, Kaz, Little Motion, Earth Gang. Yeah. So I think now but it doesn't feel. It feels like it came from the Dreamville tree, right? But it doesn't feel like they're all still like Dreamville gang like it used to be. Maybe that's just me. Like Jid, you just know him because he's associated with Dreamville for so long. But like in his rollout and everything, it doesn't feel like, oh yeah, I'm repping Dreamville. Back in like the Cash Money days, Young Money days, like you knew what it was when someone was outside saying Cash Money, Young Money, Cash, like it was just a thing.
Shit, not like that.
But I feel like. But that's the thing. It's just like I feel like Jid had to take a step back and make his own thing happen. Did it help being like around in the universe of J. Cole? I think so. But okay, back to your point of J. Cole being humble.
I just feel like it worked because I do feel like while everyone kind of, is in like the same realm of rap, everyone sounded different. You know what I mean? But then you have Gucci Mane who's signing like all these young artists and they sound the same. Like, so I don't really know if like that's the case where it just feels like you're signing the same person over and over again. They just have different colored dreads. Like, I don't really know I don't know what it is.
Yeah. I think Gucci has the worst luck with signing artists. I feel like it just gets, as soon as they get on, they get locked up or something crazy happens to them. And was it 1017? Is that what it? It's not 1017, is it? I forgot what his thing is,
know.
but
You gotta have
I
me
feel like
saying
Gucci has no luck with
1738.
artists. 11 yeah, baby. But yeah, I think signing to an artist could be a slippery slope. Oh,
Yeah.
everyone on Opium, just a Carti clone, but we still fuck with it. That's true. Opium is just like a whole bunch of Playboy Cardis with different names and different skin color.
I was say I'm not tapped into that sort of that scene. I have no idea who's part of Opium, and I thought
Nor
that
am
was
I.
just I didn't know that was a label. I thought that was just like the style. Like I just thought everyone's like, oh yeah, he's like that Opium style. Like is that
No,
like
no,
the
no.
actual
Opium was.
label name?
I do. I'm not gonna pretend like I know a whole bunch about it, but I do know that Opium is the label, and I do know there's like a whole bunch of knockoff Cardis on the Opium label. Like they all make that same kind of music, and they just look a little bit different and like wear a little bit tighter clothes than the next guy. And that's literally it. That's all Opium is. And I still don't understand it. I don't understand Cardi. I'm old, I guess. I'm Monk. I don't care. I don't get it. I don't understand Cardi. I don't think I ever will. Maybe it's just not for me. I don't get it.
Yeah, it's funny. Not
Said the style is rage. I guess rage.
rage.
I guess. But yeah, I don't know. I don't get the Cardi. Did you listen to the I Am Music album? Did you listen to the Cardi album?
No.
Oh, okay. Cool. I did. I didn't like it.
Oh. Oh, okay. Maybe I will. Maybe I will so I can talk proper shit.
You know what? I think Dialect is still the best Cardi album. I agree. But I think we should listen to it. We should do a live listen to it, and we'll have Jet in here breaking down the lore to us because I think I might be Unk, but I don't get it. I don't understand Cardi.
Oh. Yeah, the Pierre. That's the last time I listened to Cardi. Pierre, come outside. Okay.
Magnolia.
Magnolia. That shit, man. I really wish
Magnolia
that he didn't take this like Transylvania freaking vampire approach because like I really don't like this new Cardi. I don't like it.
He's a rock star. He don't care. He a rock star. He a rock star vampire.
Everyone, I hate that. I don't like the rapper into rock star segue. I don't like it.
I think who did it? I would say Uzi was like the original rapper to Rockstar. Who else?
Do you really consider that rock though?
No, I think Uzi. I didn't think he. No, Rockstar, not like rock music, just Rockstar. I think Uzi was like Rockstar, like yeah. Like, I'm never doing that again. I don't know why I did it. I think
I was
Uzi
say
would be
yes.
like
I was about to talk about
he said
Wayne.
Wayne. He said Wayne.
Literally at his last concert, he had some screamo, like some like legit rock, and like you could see like everyone in the crowd looking confused as fuck. But in the comments of the reel, they were like, it actually sounded
but I gotta
not
add
that
a
bad.
caveat though. But it didn't work for Wayne though. I don't think the Rockstar thing worked for. I know Lollipop with the like, it was like a moment, but I don't think it worked as well as Uzi becoming Rockstar.
No.
I think it's different because I think Wayne. Yeah, I just remember Wayne up on stage with the guitar and the music videos, like it didn't connect for me. I get it. It didn't connect, but I feel like Uzi was like the first time it truly connected for me, and I was like, I get it for Uzi. Who else though? I think that's it. I think Cardi.
I mean, what about X? Like, what do you think?
True. I would say X for sure. I think because he had hella like hardcore rock songs that sounded like I forgot what song I listened to the other day. But man, like that was some screamo. If I've ever heard screamo in my life, like that shit was distorted, loud, guitars, and I was like, yeah, no, he was different. X was different for sure. Um, Ski was always just rapping. I think early Denzel wanted to be a little bit rock, but I think he stuck more to the hip hop. Did you ever see his Bulls on Parade cover that he did?
I did not.
Oh my God, X did a cover, or not X. Denzel Curry did a cover of Bulls on Parade, and that shit is incredible. Like full screamo style, one of the most incredible. I think it was one of the Red Bull covers that they do. Absolutely phenomenal. Shout out to Denzel Curry because he could scream his head off.
I'm
Um,
surprised by that.
but yeah, but I just think in general, artists signing to other artists just not a good idea. Not a good idea at all. Okay.
I have to agree.
And then I wanted to get into new music.
Are we actually doing new
So we just
music today? Oh, are you just saying what's
we're
dropping?
not playing anything. We're not. We're just saying. Oh, calm down. Calm down. We're still not gonna do that
Dang.
because
Copyright
we'd be getting banned. Are you hyped for the What More album? I just saw that What More dropped another song, and I'm seeing IG ads for it all over the place. So you might be right, Jet Cam. They may be industry plants, low key, because I'm starting to see them way too much. I'm starting to see them way too much. It doesn't feel organic anymore. It does not feel organic. I thought I found them, but I think they found me. Yeah, they may be industry plants. So we did just release the Monae album review, or a clip of it at least, and we got a couple more clips coming from it. But I just wanted to go back. Alright, I gotta type it in right here. And talk about this Monae project, because I feel like it did take me a while to do this review, but actually being able to sit with it, and I feel like the more I listen to it, the more it grows on me. Did you finally have a chance to listen to it?
I did.
What did you think about it? Because I don't think I've ever talked to you since you heard it.
I love her, and I really like how soft she got in some places on the album. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like when you look at Monae, you immediately think of like hardcore rap. There's no way she sings, no way she's got harmonies, no way she had, you know what I mean? Like, you definitely, I feel like people judge a book by its cover when it comes to Monae.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I think I was not expecting it either. Monae can sing her ass off, bro. Monae can sing her ass off, and I was just not expecting. Like, I've heard her like sing on songs before. I don't know why, but it just really took me off guard on this project, because my favorite one was which song was it? Oh, Some of Us Hover with Juno Glock. The way that she sung in that song, and then I think the first half of the album was really good, but she really got into her singing bag towards the end, and then like it all culminated with Goliath at the end of the project, man. So I'm glad that you went and go listen to it. But anyone else who has not heard the Monae Marleau project, please go listen to that. And it's called And What After That. Please make sure you check that out, and then we'll also have a review of it on YouTube, where I dive into a little bit more and talk about what I loved and what made this project so great. And then I was hoping that I would have the Quay USBs in by now, but they're still not in yet. So
what?
I didn't have a chance to listen to
Where's the tracking number? Did he send you anything yet? Are they even shipped out?
I did get a track. It's supposed to be here. It's supposed to be here on Saturday now. It's supposed to be here on Saturday. So.
Okay.
So hopefully this weekend I can listen to it. I don't know when we'll be able to get him on the show. If we can't get him on the show, but at least we can listen to it before he gets here and have some questions for him. So I am excited about that. And then the Biebs, Justin Bieber. Have you heard?
God.
Did you hear Swag 1? Did you hear Swag 1?
What? This is who we talking about?
He dropped Swag 1, what, like a month ago, and then he just dropped Swag 2. So I just had to throw that out there. Shout out Justin Bieber.
I didn't listen to the first one, and I probably won't listen to the second one.
You gotta check it out. You gotta check it out. Beavs is fire. Beavs is fire as fuck on that. And then I would say the other one, last but certainly not least. Where is it at? Where is it at? The King. The King.
The king? Who's the king?
The King. Take a guess. Who do you think I'm talking about? Who's the King
I
of
don't-
Florida? To me.
King of Florida?
To me.
I don't know.
Robb Banks. Robb
Oh my
motherfucking Banks is
god!
back
Oh
with
my
his
god! Why didn't I guess this? Why did I guess this? You and fucking
Robb
Banks.
Banks is back outside. Robb Banks dropped a new song called Eyes Red. That shit is so fire, man. I think he's back outside and really building back up. I saw him do an interview. I don't think it was. I was gonna say a name, but I don't remember who it was with. But he was talking about how long it took him to drop the Falconia project, and he said it took him 7 years to drop Falconia.
Holy shit!
And he was like, "I'm never doing that shit again."
Well, wasn't he?
Yes,
who was
it
he
took him-
signed to? Wasn't he signed to somebody? Was he signed to Cash Money or Young
I
Money?
feel like he was. I think it was Cash Money. I think it was Cash Money and Money. I think he was in that. I think he was in that camp. Yeah. And yeah, it said it took him 7 years to drop Falconia because he was like overthinking it and like in his own way, and he couldn't like let it go. So he said he's never doing that shit again, and he's getting to it, dropping music left and right, and doing whatever he wants to do now. So he's back outside, and I'm very excited for some more Robb Banks. Shout out to the King of Florida, bro. Always, 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 always King of Florida, Robb Banks. Put that out there.
Oh my god!
Has there been any? Has there been any new music that you've been listening to lately?
Nope.
Okay.
No, no, unfortunately. There was a bunch of stuff that I have been like bookmarking on Instagram, but I have not gotten a chance to actually go back and listen to it. I'm really bad at that. I'm so bad at like scrolling. I'm like, okay, yeah, let me go back to that. And like it'll just sit in my save for like 2 months and I'll just be like, oh, okay. Actually, okay.
That's exactly what I was talking about. Saying I don't click on links to go places, just bookmark it and keep going. Like you never come back to it.
But I
Like, you're
plan
not
to go
going
back.
there.
You don't even plan to go back.
It just never happens, so I don't even plan. It's not happening.
That's so funny.
not
Yes. So I'm Noah Guy, who you have followed on the archive page, has a song with Amaria. Have you heard that?
Yep, I have heard that. I listened to it today on the way home from work.
Oh wow, look at that. And then obviously Sherelle, my girl Sherelle just dropped a new music video called Airbender.
Me.
And she literally shot and edited the video by herself. So y'all go check that out.
That was my airbending skill.
Was
That was my
it?
airbending skills. You probably missed
Oh.
it, but yeah.
I mean, I saw something. I didn't know what it was, but I saw
I don't know if that's a
something.
Kamehameha or like a airbending. We airbending. Shout out to Sherelle though. Sherelle been stepping on shit, man. I can't like Sherelle is out here on a mission right now, so definitely fuck with that song and waiting to see what she has coming up next, because Sherelle is a different animal. A very different animal. Boom. Alright, and that's all I got for today. Is there anything else that you want to talk about or anything else you want to add?
No, I don't. I think that's it for me.
Are there any events this weekend? Are you getting anything this weekend?
That's
have
what I
not
was just
heard
talking about.
any
I
events
have
this weekend.
absolutely, I don't know anything going on this weekend. Actually, I do know that Danny Towers is performing in Orlando tomorrow. I know it's been a while since we've heard anything from Danny Towers, but
I was about to say, is this 2006?
he's performing. That's all I got though. There's nothing going on this weekend, but that's what I was talking about. Like, I'm really glad that Beats and Chill is coming
He's in
back.
Tampa or Orlando?
Orlando.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, we need something else for the city. We need something that people can look forward to and count on.
Yeah. Oh, shout out to Big Brit. She had the twerk contest. Big Brit be bringing the hoes out. Big Brit be bringing the hoes out.
That's not
That
quite
was
our
funny. That was
demographic,
funny as
but
hell. I put it. I know it's not demographic, but Big Brit is going crazy in the city right now. Crazy in the city. It's like she was not on my radar, and then I saw her. I don't know how she got on my algorithm, but she was on my algorithm, and then I just like went looking on her. She is popping right now. She got some real motion in the city. We gotta figure out something to do with Big Brit. We gotta figure out how to. We gotta figure out how to get Big Brit on here. We gotta figure it out. We gotta figure it out.
yeah, let's have a brainstorm and figure out how we can make our platform more invitable to other genres of music.
I agree. And if y'all have any suggestions in chat or on YouTube, make sure you drop in the comments below. And DM us, follow us on Instagram, follow us on YouTube, subscribe. Make sure you're joining the Discord. And wherever you're seeing this, thank you for tuning in. And yeah, so once again, this was State of the Arts, episode 3. And we'll catch you next time on the On Archive.
Only on Arkive.
Peace.
Bye.
Yeah,
We're leaving. And